So a bunch of you guys liked the video I made of my pond, right? It wasn't a lot, but it was enough. So I figured I should take you on another journey that me and my wife are working on, which is this trailer here. It's number 5, and I'm not showing the beginnings of where we started, which I should have, because I was kind of afraid of the long process of videoing, you know, having to record, store, and I found with the pond, it wasn't so bad. So I'm gonna do it with this one. First thing I want to do is introduce you my partner, my wife, and this lady right here. She's my partner. Hello. And we are working on this trailer right now. She's painting.
I'll wipe off.
But we are painting this room here. Or she is. I'm just doing the grunt stuff actually. This is phone. So I got everything prepped in here. Just got the windows, ceiling fan down, and she's on the phone, and there's my little man right there. And now she's gonna paint. I'm probably just not gonna do a time lapse on here. Tomorrow she's got to paint that, so maybe we'll do a time lapse over there. But as of right now, in the next video you're gonna see is pretty much the next part of this video you see, you're gonna see all this painted, and then we'll do a time lapse of that over there. How about that? Good compromise? All right, see you in a minute. Just drama, I've been with you all this time and just drama. Oh, yeah, we got landlord stories for you. Holy crap. But anyways, what I was saying is, the next trailer we're gonna actually do it from scratch. I mean, I've already started gutting it. I've got some of the walls up, but the thing is, the lady who used to live here, she lived here for 8-10 years, right? She lived here for a while, but something happened in the wiring, and half the trailer, like literally there's no power on this half of the trailer. There was none. So I had the trailer next door opening up, and she's a good woman. This is like you go to grandma's house. This is grandma's house. Like every month, if she brings her rent, she brings pupusas, right? So I was like, hell yeah. So I didn't want her to live like this because, you know, hey, she's a good woman. No need to live like this. So I was going to move her to the trailer next to me. So I was like, look, I got this trailer open. You can move there, and I want you to be comfortable and be safe. And she's like, okay, cool. Well, she doesn't speak English, so it's more like, huh? And then her nephew got involved, and she's like, then she was like, oh. So yeah, it's like moving there. But I said it was going to be some months. It was going to be some time. And then she's like, then she's like, hang on. So I told her it was going to be some time. It was going to be some time because I didn't want to move her into a crappy place. So I wanted to move her into a good place, so it's going to be time because I don't have a lot of money. And she actually asked how much it was. I estimated out. I was like, it's going to be about $3,000. And she's like, turn on the screen. She's like, okay, give me the Monday. So come Monday, she gives me a wad of cash, and sure enough, it was $3,000. So I jumped on it, moved her over there, and everything's great. And we've had number 2 empty for a while, right? And we want to do it right, so we've left it empty. So we're putting in the things there slowly, and haven't been able to do much more. And then she's kind of getting. She's got nephews or grandkids living there now, so she kind of wants something more. So she asked about number 2, and I was like, oh, we're gonna fix it up, but we're gonna do it right, and it's gonna be months down the road. And she's like, well, what do you mean? And we told her our plans. We want to do everything brand new shelving, new fridge, new heaters, new water heaters, everything. And she's like, all right, cool. And I'm like, it's going to be like this amount of money every month. She's like, yeah. And I'm like, you're willing to wait this long? She's like, yeah. She's not putting out money this time, but she really wants to jump around. So we're trailer hopping her, and she's earned it because she's never faulted on a rent. When she forked out the money for the place next door, she still paid her rent on top of that. This woman is a gem. This is one of the reasons why she's one of the reasons why this place is still going. And so we're going to take you on that journey next. So about what we're about to do is lay the flooring down here in the kitchen. I got to get a new battery. I'm going to be cleaning this up a little bit, but we'll time lapse this and so you get a quick overview. I should have time lapsed it while I was cleaning everything out because now it's out there. But we're about to put in the living room or the kitchen linoleum, vinyl, whatever that is. It's going down. It's going down, mother. You want to fight? We're going. Now, one problem I have with being in remodeling is I'm not good with asking for help. And there's been a lot of people that offered to help for free, but I'm the type of person if you're worth your time. So if I can't afford to pay someone, regardless of how genuine their offer is, I don't want them to help. It's not that I have a problem with the people helping, I do. I've done it all by myself for so long. My wife being in the picture is the first time in my life that I've actually felt comfortable with getting help from someone. It's the first time, and that's a huge step for me because she's been a hell of a partner in all this. So anyways, all right, friends, we got the floor laid out. Do a little trimming to make it somewhat more feasible, and then we glue it down, and then we actually trim it out, and then trim out the edges, and then put the actual trim work in. So I'm gonna get to that and show you the end results in a little bit. See ya. sometimes it's just easier to pull the whole sink out. So that's what we're gonna do. Change it out because somebody did some jimmy rigging underneath and I'm not sure what's up. So we're just gonna pull it out, re-glue it, clean it up. So the problem with this one, let me get down here, let me move back a little bit. Now the problem with this one, it was just not sealing up correctly, and I'm not sure why. And the problem with a lot of these older homes is you don't know that there's an issue until you actually get in there repairing it. Like we have holes in the roof, which we got to replace next month after we get the people moved in here. So yeah, we didn't know this was leaking until that, because a lot of times residents won't tell you that there's issues. And by the leaks in the roof, I'm thinking they knew about them, but they were just afraid to tell us. And the reality is, the lady's a good lady that lived here, but just informative. And a lot of landlords put scare tactics on their residents because they like to tell the residents that everything is on them. So it makes people afraid to tell them. So I'm gonna pause this and then we're gonna get back into this and make a TikTok real quick. So I was gonna wait to show you guys the finished product, because, you know, I mean, if you look at it, it doesn't look too bad, but it's old. It's really old, like with the household, and there's some water damage in it. So you know what I found? Check this out. Where's it at? Where's it at? You can see it there. Is this it? I can't see the light, but I found this right here. Almost a good countertop. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and, I'm not gonna show you the finished results until we do a tour, but I decided to do what I can to make it look as good as I possibly can. So I'm gonna go tear that out and replace it with that. So see ya. we go. So a typical water heater takes up this much space, and you lose a lot of space. So there's room here now. Like I could sleep in here. I could sleep in here, right? So that's the first bad thing. That's the first bad thing. Then there's the cost. New water heaters can cost up to $400 to $600 depending on what model you get, and that's just for a 40 to 60 gallon, 40 to 50 or 60, whatever they are up now. That's like $400 to $600 for a 40 to 60, 50 gallon water heater, right? Then there's the cost, right? Then there's the cost, because see, a water heater, it has to be full of water, and that water has to constantly be heating and cooling, heating and cooling, heating and cooling. Exercise, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, exercise, heating and cooling, right? So it's heating and it's cooling, and it's heating, so every time it cools down, it heats up. So that means it's kicking on by itself, right? So that means, 1, the cost for us to buy it and replace it sucks. 2, for the resident paying rent, that constant heating and cooling, that's costing them power money because they're paying for something they're not using, right? And that's what the tankless water heaters are awesome, right? So we have 2 in this house. We have one right there, and this will take care of this sink, this shower, and the washer and dryer when they get hooked up, right? And then we have this one right there, which will take care of the kitchen, the bathroom, and the shower on this side. And see, there's 2 benefits to that, right? 1, the resident, stop. The resident is not gonna constantly be paying power. They're only gonna be paying what they need. So it only heats up when they need it, which is a huge benefit. 2, though, if it goes down, they still have hot water in some part of the house. See, in a bigger water heater, the water heater goes down, that's the entire house gone. Then 3, it saves us money because if one goes down, that's $200 we're replacing versus $400 to $600 that we're having to replace. It saves us money in the long run. So all around, it's a good thing. It is a very experimental, I'm not sure how this is gonna go, but if all goes planned, they will continue to have hot water heater. It's not gonna be huge straight on our budget and their budget. So it's a win-win. And if this goes good, we're actually gonna move forward with this. We're about to remodel another trailer, which we're gonna take you on the full journey, almost from the beginning to the end versus this montage of chaos that it's been. But we're gonna install 2 water heaters in that one. So these are like 4.5 gallons per minute, I think. I would have to find out for sure, but these are what they are, Complex Series electric mini water tank water heaters. Let's see if we can find gallons per minute, which in an average household you're using about, the average bathroom kitchen size is about 3 gallons per minute. So if things go good, they should be just fine, because there's going to be a family of 4 moving in here, which is really nice. So, okay guys, we're finally done with number 5, and we're going to drive over there, and I'm going to give you a little quick tour of the place. Key lock. So we're going to take you into this first bedroom right here. So in here we laid down new flooring, new ceiling fan, and we painted all around. And I'm going to show you the difference between the 2 paints, because I got a friend who works some apartment complex. He had a bunch of old paint, and we tried to use this old paint, and it's not a bad color. But the problem was we sifted through it, and me and Tips Queen, she had to teach me how to sift through it, and it just did not go well. So we forked out the money and got new paint. So let me show you a bedroom with the new paint. This is it. We actually went and bought about a couple $100 worth of paint, and this this is what it turned out to be. This color seems a lot better. And then here we got the new floor, new ceiling fan. We put in new doorknobs. And actually, believe it or not, this wall here had a bunch of holes in it that we had to patch up. And that was a lot of work. But it's rental property for you. We left the tub because it's in decent shape, it's just not pretty. And that is stuff from the common. We use this stuff called bartender's friend or something. Brand new toilet, well, it's sort of brand new. I actually got this this is like, it's called a Gerber toilet, and it's like a $400 toilet retail, and I found it used $50, so we saved some money there. And we're gonna go over the cost of everything. I'm gonna film each room, and I'm gonna go over every cost of everything to see if you can possibly save some money. But here we got the new flooring, doorknobs, new countertop, if you can see it, new countertop here, and new plumbing, which we'll go over that in a minute. But now let's go into the other bedroom. Now in here, the floor is okay. It's not great. We didn't replace it. We thought it would look good, but now that we put down new flooring in there, kind of wish we would have moved in here. But it's a good floor. It's usable. It's usable. It just needs a little love, and a lot of that is paint splatter from the other people. But we did add the new fan, paint. Yeah, that's really doorknobs, and that's pretty much what we did in there. Now the bathroom in here, that was a fun thing, man. In here. Most of this was left as is. We didn't really have to touch this whatsoever. The tile is okay. It's a little grimy looking, but it's okay. Counter's okay. Not pretty, but it works. But we added new ceiling, and we took the water heater out, so there's this closet in here. Let me show you this closet. See, this is a closet now. This is where the water heater was, but now it's a closet. And what I don't get about the 50 and 40 gallon tanks of water heater, they go right about here, right? And usually people leave this space, and I don't know why. It makes no sense. Maybe it's a heating thing or water moisture thing. I don't know. But in here, we actually redid the entire roof because the lady who lived here years ago, she decided to put a back porch in, and the people she had do it didn't really use water tap screws, you know, ones with the rubber seals on them. So this was all leaked. And it was just trash. So we had to tear the entire roof down and put up a new ceiling, or entire ceiling. But now let's go into this kitchen here. This was an entire job in itself. And like I said, I'll go over the cost of what we did versus what you would have bought. We didn't have the money to do what we wanted to because we wanted to do all new cabinets, but we didn't have the money for that. So we used the old cabinets, and they're okay. These doors were bad, so we had to rebuild these doors. I kind of messed up. I wish I would have had these going this way, but me and my wife were just like, we need to build them. So we built them without thinking. So now you have the lines going this way. They should be both going this way, but they work. They're good solid wood. But what we did do was this countertop. We built the hell out of this countertop, and we're proud of this. This, like, if we would have bought this countertop, this would have been like $300. Not bad if you got the cash flow. We did. So I had to figure out what it is I wanted to do, because I don't want to just throw something up there and just have it tear up in a few months. And some of those prefab countertops they have are made for the balsa wood, and you don't take care of it, gets water, blows up. Well, this This is, it's a 4x8 cut up to fit this length of it, fit this, and then on top of that, it's a 4x8. Oh, somebody's calling. I'll talk to them later. It's a 4x8, and then we got some weatherproofing or layering under that, and then we put tile down. This is solid tile. It's solid tile, and it's good. Watch it, folks. Look, I'm not gonna fall through, and it works. It works. Now the sink, we left the sink because the sink is still a good solid sink, but we put new drains in it. The drains are cool. I like those drains. And this brand new faucet. I got this faucet. Some of these lights, doorknobs, and these knobs from Wayfair.com, believe it or not. And so, yeah, flooring, brand new. Yeah, it's not great. I mean, I'm babbling. Also in here was the AC unit. And so we took the heating AC unit because in a trailer, believe it or not, having a full-on AC unit is actually more economically bad for you versus having window units because you get a little more control, a little more regulated, especially in these older models. See, these older models, the problem with these older models is the walls are so thin that they don't retain very well. So having a $3,000, $5,000 system doesn't seem to be as cost effective as window units. So we pretty much use window units for anybody that that asks. And then for the heating, we are going to find these baseboard flooring units that are like $100 a piece. Right there, they get like 5,000, 8,000 BTUs, which is enough for one room. And here in the living room, I don't know if we talked about it, but here in the living room, flooring, brand new flooring, ceiling fan. Well, that was leftover remnants from somebody next door that didn't want it. They want to fan change out, so we use this one. But the bad thing is we lost the remote, so now it only sucks air up. So it has some circulation, but it's working. It's working. Hey, that was the video for number 5, how we worked on it and put it together. And you might be asking yourself why it was such a monstrosity of a video. Well, it's because it was recorded for a few months' time, I think from April, May, June, and July. And I really didn't have any kind of idea of what I was doing because I've never recorded a video that long. So it was just kind of like, oh, we forgot to record this, record that. That's why there was a lot of things missed out, like when I did the living room floor or when I took all the stuff came down from the ceiling in the bathroom. I wish I would have recorded that, but I didn't even have the foresight to do so. So maybe moving forward when I'm working on number 2, which we've actually started recording, we will have everything recorded. So, and we're gonna split the video up in 3 or 4 different different videos because this 30 minutes to me was kind of long and I hope you enjoyed it. So thank you for watching. If you got any other ideas, please hit them below or like and subscribe, and yeah, we will see you around. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it.